Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hafiz Adlan Rusyaidi bin Hamidin, and today I would like to present on my final year project 1, which is the optimization of plasma art cutting process on my steel material by using design of experiment DOE. My supervisor is Dr. Itia binti Tarazi and my co-supervisor is Encik Muhammad Tolha bin Subhi. Okay, first of all is the introduction. Plasma art cutting use confined out to achieve thermal cutting. Plasma art cutting is a frequent option in modern industry since it's cheaper, quicker, and provide a better edge polish than oxy-fuel cutting. Every machining process requires a smooth surface. It affects any component stability. Optimizing plasma art cutting parameters for my steel will improve its quality finish. Okay, the next one is the literature review. Application of plasma art cutting. Plasma art cutting is a non-conventional manufacturing method that can handle a wide range of electrically conducting materials. In the mid-1950s, plasma art cutting was primarily utilized to cut stainless steel and aluminum alloys. The next one is plasma art cutting process. Helium, argon, or compressed air is expelled out the nozzle at high speed, and an arc between the anode workpiece and cathode electrode turns the gas into a plasma jet. This dissociates and ionizes the gas. Thermal and non-thermal plasma exist. Non-thermal plasma are low temperature, whereas thermal plasma are high temperature and high energy. The next one is my steel in plasma art cutting. My steel is consisting of iron, sulfur, phosphorus, manganese, and carbon. This steel is used for machine parts, non-critical tool and die components, and tight radius bending. Low carbon steel is the most extensively used form of steel due to its economics efficiency, including 0.05 to 0.25% carbon, making it pliable and ductile for general engineering and construction. The next one is plasma art cutting parameters and output. Plasma jet velocity, arc current, voltage and power, gas pressure and flow rate, nozzle diameter and stamp off distance are key plasma art cutting parameters. For cutting my steel, cutting edge surface roughness, conicity and heat affected zone were studied. For the last literature review is the design of experiment. Research surface methodology RSM is a successful engineering problem-solving approach. Box Banker's design BDD has limited orthogonal blocking compared to CCD. Box Banker design BDD has 3 levels, whereas Central Composite design CCD has 2. ANOVA was used to determine each process parameter contribution to material removal rate MRR. The next one is the objectives of final year project. The first one is to determine experimental plasma art cutting parameters for my steel using CCD, Central Composite Design Technique. The second one is to analyze my steel machining output responses. And the third one is to optimize the plasma art cutting parameters for my steel. Okay, for the next one is the problem statement. After plasma art cutting my steel, its quality is always an issue. Plasma art cutting of my steel generally result in a greater curve weight, increased material removal rate, MRR, and uneven surface roughness. To get the finest quality my steel after plasma art cutting, several parameters must be optimized. Okay, the next one is the scope and limitation of the final year topic. For the scope, the first one is to optimize the plasma art cutting parameters for my steel, which is cutting current and cutting speed. The next one is to analyze the plasma art cutting output responses for my steel, which is curve width, material removal rate, MRR, and surface roughness. The next one is the limitation. The plasma art cutting machine non-adjustable 1.3mm nozzle for 9mm my steel. The next one is the 120 volt used to cut the my steel on the plasma art cutting machine. And the last limitation is the 13 limited experimental runs based on the Design Expert 13 Central Composite Design CCD. Okay, for the next one is the methodology of the final year topic. The flowchart depicting the process flow for the project to be undertaken and performed during the experimental run. For the first one, the project start and reading the articles and journal to do research on the project, identification of relevant factors and problems, discuss with co-supervisor, supervisor and lab assistant on availability of material, equipment and feasibility of the project. The next one is finalizing parameters, value and output responses. If the parameters, values and output represent has been finalized, we proceed to design the shape of the specimen. If not, we continue to discuss with the supervisor, co-supervisor, and lab assistant. Design the shape of the specimen, and after that, the design of DOE by utilizing design expert testing software, response surface methodology, RSM approach, and central composite design CCD method. Parameter of cutting current and cutting speed of plasma arc cutting machine. Output response of curve width, material removal rate, and surface roughness. 13 experimental runs with the specified parameters and output responses analyses are to be conducted. The next is the validation process, and the next one is discussion, and then conclusion, and then the experimental run will be end. Okay, for the next one is the expected result or preliminary outcome. The experimental result. This table shows that 13 experimental runs has been run and on the design expert 13 software, and we get the value of cutting current and cutting speed or feed rate that will be used on FYP2 later. Next is the expected result and preliminary outcome of the cutting shape of 15 specimens on my steel plate. 15 specimens will be cut on my steel plate, and I have been designed the shape using CATIA V5 software. For the next one is the Gantt chart. The Gantt chart will show the actual and the planned activities that I will be performed during the FYP1 and FYP2. It shows the activities that I have done and the activities that I will be done. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. You can contact me on the information that has been given on the future if there is any question.